Hey, thanks for tuning in today, you guys. So I'm going to answer this question today, which is, do I just need to do more cardio in order to lose weight or, lose body fat? This is something that I hear from my clients a lot of the time, which is they come to me sometimes and they're struggling to lose weight and they're not losing body fat. They're not seeing the results they want on the scale or even in their inches and changing. And they say, you know what, Taylor, I think I figured it out. I haven't been losing weight or losing body fat on this program, and I think that I just need to do more cardio and I'll be able to lose fat. I'm here to tell you that is not true. That is not the answer, and there are other things at play here. So please bear with me while I discuss this with you on why that is not the case. You do not just need more cardio to lose weight or burn body fat, okay? Been doing this for 10 years, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to what is necessary for fat reduction, okay? So what do you actually need to do, okay? If you're a client, then you have access to our success checklist. It's those things. I guarantee if you print out that success checklist in the online training portal, the Facebook group, or you just send me a message and I'll get it to you, and if you read through there and you're not seeing results, you're probably not doing the majority of those things, okay? So start there, but these are some of the key ones from it. Number one, eat the right number of calories and macros, which are proteins, carbs, and fats, okay? You've got to eat the right level of calories and protein, carb, and fat nutrients, which we give to our clients. We customize it based off all your personal factors, your height, your age, your weight, your gender, your sex, your activity level, your goal, your body type. All of these things are taken into consideration. Your body fat percentage, and we give you the right calories and macros for your goal. Second, eat mostly fresh, naturally occurring foods. What that means is foods that look like they look in nature. So if you go into the grocery store and you look at an item and you're like, hey, can I have these crackers? Well, did those crackers grow on the cracker tree, right? Or, just any other processed food item that, we don't have a bread bush that we get bread from, right? It's processed. So I'm not saying you can't have those things, but what I'm saying is eat mostly 80-90% of your diet from fresh, naturally occurring foods that are non-processed, okay? The way that you figure that out is you just find the items that look like they do in nature, and that's what you eat. Or look how you kill it in nature if you're okay eating animal proteins, which I do personally eat myself, but you can also see results being vegan as well. One of the exceptions to this would be a supplement if needed, all right? Don't go crazy with supplements, but if you need a supplement, we can help you figure out if that's the case. That would be considered a processed food, but it is a high nutrient dense food as well. Number 3, moving 10,000 steps per day. Walking 10,000 steps per day is actually a lot easier than it sounds, okay? In fact, today, so I've already passed 10,000, I'm at like 11,000, and it's not even, it's like the mid-afternoon right now, okay? And all I've done is taught one class. The rest of what I do is pretty much, and I've done my workout too, but the rest is what I do is pretty much on the computer here, doing coaching calls, that kind of thing. So I have a relatively sedentary job now. It's okay. It's actually not hard to hit 10,000 steps per day or beyond, okay? You just have to be intentional throughout the day. Move 10,000 steps per day. Number 4, it says lift, but what I mean is resistance training workouts, 3 to 6 times per week. Body weight resistance, tension, resistance bands, TRX, dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, some kind of resistance training program that's designed well, like what we do for our clients, 3 to 6 times per week, okay? The reason, actually, I'm going to talk about this weights versus cardio in a sec, but we'll get to that. Number 5, don't drink a lot of alcohol or soda, or any if you can help yourself, So these are 2 things that, a lot of people might say, well, there's other rules, or what about gluten, or what about this? I'm not here to talk about like all the foods that we should eliminate or reduce or whatever. I'm just saying if you can spare it, don't have alcohol or soda because it'll really help your fat loss goals over time, okay? A lot of people who want to lose body fat, you'll find that they still really struggle with these 2 beverages. So 3 drinks a week or less, or just cut it out entirely, okay? Now, what does cardio actually do? That's the question you have to ask yourself, because Taylor, science says that cardio burns more calories in a single bout of a workout than weight training does, which is true for one single workout. But what does cardio actually do? Cardiovascular endurance is endurance. Endurance is the ability to go further, okay? It's the ability to endure a certain stress. It's stress tolerance. When you want stress tolerance, your body becomes more efficient at performing that activity. And in this case, since this is a fuel burning activity, it burns calories, you become more fuel efficient at that activity, which means if you run 1 mile a day, you're gonna burn X number of calories, but you keep running that mile, your body's gonna get more and more and more efficient at burning those calories, and you're gonna burn fewer and fewer and fewer calories every time you run that same mile. So in order to get the same caloric burn to actually burn body fat, you're gonna have to run further or longer or more intense and keep stacking more and more and more cardio into your regimen until it becomes unsustainable and you eventually quit. And this is the plight of so many people that just do cardio or too much cardio programs in their exercise regimen, okay? So cardio is building efficiency, fuel efficiency. It's going from a Mustang or your favorite, high performance vehicle to a Prius, okay? In the case of exercise, you don't want to be efficient if your goal is fat loss. You want to be very fuel inefficient, okay? Now, if your goal is performance, then yeah, efficiency for endurance is great. But if you're watching this video, you probably want to lose body fat, okay? So is cardio good? Sure. But why are weights superior or resistance training? They've done studies where they compare a group of people who only do resistance training versus a group of people who only do cardiovascular training. In the short term, the people who do cardio do lose weight faster, but they eventually plateau quicker, they stop seeing results, and they lose muscle mass over time, and they're less healthy metabolically. The people who do weight training or resistance training programs, though their weight loss or their fat loss is slower, it is more sustainable, their metabolism goes up, they don't lose muscle mass, and therefore if they gain any muscle mass, they're burning more calories every day, and their metabolism is more healthy over the long haul, and they don't plateau. It takes much longer to plateau doing resistance training than it does cardio. So the people who do more resistance training actually see better long-term lifestyle change type results, okay, than just the cardio individuals. So this is why resistance training is superior to cardio if you're looking at it from metabolic health and a long-term fat loss sustainability program. If you're trying to be an endurance athlete, go right ahead and do a lot of cardio. But if you don't care to do a ton of endurance and you're looking for body composition change, resistance training is going to be your friend, okay? Now, finally, what I want to talk to you about is, you're probably saying, well, Taylor, I'm following the success checklist, or I'm doing these things, or, I've had success with cardio in the past. I know it works. But if it worked in the past, or you're doing it now and you're saying it works, why are you watching this video, right? Like, why do you still feel like you need to lose more body fat if this is working for you? And my answer to that question is, it's probably not working for you, or it's not working for you in the way that you thought it would or that you want it to. Or it works, but it's not sustainable, so then you regress, okay? So what I want to tell you is that if you feel like you're doing these things, if you feel like you're following my success checklist, if you feel like you're already doing all of this, I challenge you to ask yourself this one question, which is the answer to this question. What is the number one tool that you need to lose 2 pounds of fat per week with absolutely no cardio or very minimal cardio? Do you know the answer? Let me write it down here for you. The number one tool to lose 2 pounds per week of fat with little to no cardio is to track your food, you guys. So, like I said, eat the right number of calories and macros and eat mostly fresh, naturally occurring foods. These are foods that have higher vitamins and minerals. If you are not tracking your food every single day, at least for a few weeks at a time, you don't have to do it all the time the rest of your life, but at least for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and you're tracking your food intake, this is probably why you are not losing the body fat that you want and you're resorting to wanting to do cardio. Because you think, okay, I just have to burn more calories. Well, if you have to burn more calories because you're not losing body fat, you're probably not eating properly. And what happens is when you track your food, including for trainers, you figure out, oh my gosh, I'm very under on protein. Oh my gosh, I'm overeating on carbs and fats too much. Or no wonder my weight has stayed the same for the last 2 weeks, even though I've exercised 6 times a day. It's because I'm breaking even on my calories. Or, oh my gosh, I'm chronically underfeeding myself and I'm only getting 800 calories a day. And then I'm binge eating on the weekend and I'm replacing all of that calorie deficit. So I'm gaining weight over time. Or I'm just accidentally overeating a little bit and that's why I'm gaining. Tracking your food, you guys, is going to be the ticket. It's going to be the key for you to not have to do excessive amounts of cardio, or any for that matter, to do a resistance training program and eat good quality of food and know that you're going to see results. And then mathematically it will work out for you if you work with someone like myself or our coaches, because we can program that for you to make sure it's working for you. So Is cardio bad? Absolutely not. It's a great health practice. It's great for endurance training. It's great to make you feel good and endorphin release. But if you're just doing cardio to lose fat, it's not the best solution long term. The best solution long term is to eat well, do primarily resistance training, move your body, okay? And you can get these steps by just walking. You don't have to actually do cardio to get these steps. Just move, okay? That's gonna be more sustainable and reduce a lot of excess toxins and sugars and those kind of things, right? But tracking your food is the only way you're gonna know if you're on track. You can't manage what you do not measure. And if you think you eat clean and you're not tracking, I promise you're probably not eating nearly as good as you think, and that you could improve, and it would make up leaps and bounds of difference with your fat loss goals. So track your food. We recommend the app called MyFitnessPal. We're not affiliated with them. Don't even have to buy the premium version. Use the basic version. If you don't know how to use it, check out our other video on how to set that up, or just send me a message. We'll get you set up so that you know how to use it properly, okay? This is gonna be the golden ticket for you to really get those 2 pounds of fat loss per week without doing cardio or very minimal, okay? Let us know if you have questions. We are here for you. Hope this video was helpful. You know what, do me a favor. In the comments below, let me know if this was helpful or not, or what other questions you have, and we'll get to them, okay? Thanks, guys. See ya.